Indianapolis Colts moved to 2-0, 29-28 over the Denver Broncos. Game-winning field goal. Never missed, man.
Never missed 5 for 5.
So we had a 55-yard field goal that was missed by the Colts.
Didn't happen.
A leverage call against the Broncos. Leverage call negates the missed field goal, 45-yarder though, for the Colts to win it on the penalty. Tough way to fall to 1-1 here for the Broncos, and resilient win here for the Colts. That's how the narrative changes off one penalty.
Yeah, I mean, look, on the one hand, you would say the Broncos should have won this game because they basically forced the missed field goal from distance and managed to.
But they did cheat on that last play.
Yeah, exactly.
Thus,
managed to get it taken off the board because of a leverage call, which, I mean, didn't affect the play on the basis that the kick went over their heads. He missed it. On the other hand, it doesn't, like, for the purposes of analyzing, what is each team, I don't know that it matters that much. Like, the point is, the Colts got a much bigger test this week against a better team. Like, Miami is the asterisk, right? We knew that after week 1. And the big question is, does this offense still look good going up against Denver's defense, which we know is good? And the answer is yes, it did. Daniel Jones looked really good, made some big plays. Danny Dimes is back, multiple dimes deep down the field to Indianapolis players. The run game is still there. Jonathan Taylor looked good again. They've got receiving weaponry. Like, Tyler Warren looks fantastic. Alec Pierce made some plays. Michael Pittman made a play. Like, this looks good still. And that is way more important than whether or not they came out, the correct side or otherwise of the very close scoreline.
Can't say enough good things about the Colts offense and how they've looked through 2 weeks. And you made the point. Look, what do we know about Miami? What is Miami going to make everybody look good? Well, we have multiple years now of Denver looking good defensively from the second half of 2023, all of last year, and week 1 last week against the Titans. And it didn't matter for the Colts. I thought both defenses were allowing some open stuff, man. There's some wide open passes in the flat on both sides, but Jonathan Taylor making big plays, 43-yarder in the pass game, 68-yard run. In the run game, he finished with 165 on the ground, and just continuing to say, Tyler Warren, Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, all of these players. Downs made some huge plays in this one. Tyler Warren, I love the way they're sneaking him out of the backfield, sneaking him, put him at fullback and little wheel route for 41, the tight end screen. You're probably going to see that at least once a week from Tyler Warren because he's good at selling it, catching it, getting upfield, and making something happen with it. So you've got these weapons, and Daniel Jones is spreading it around and playing efficient football.
And this happened despite, like, early in the game, they went for a 4th and 1, actually a handoff to Tyler Warren, and they didn't get there. So in this, we've talked about multiple games before where a big high leverage play goes against the team early, and it was the start of a snowball that went south. The Colts had a big play go against them early, a high leverage 4th and 1. They turn it over on downs, and they still did really well on offense. So hugely impressed by that side of the ball for them.
The missed opportunities for Denver. I don't have them all listed here, but there's a couple. Denver makes a stop, 4th and 2 at the 50. And they declined a hold, which is interesting, right? In today's NFL, would you rather have 3rd and 12 or 4th and 2? And a lot of people would take 3rd and 12 because you think teams are going to go for it on 4th and 2. In the old days, you always take the 4th down, especially if they're not in field goal range because you're expecting a punt. Denver ends up making the stop on 4th and 2, so they get great field position, and they're up 5, I believe, at that point. And then Bo Nix, I don't know what happened on the route, but he overthrow, interception by Cameron Bynum, and they had life. Broncos were up 2, and Lutz, the kicker, doinks a field goal. I mean, so the Broncos missed field goal, interception after making the stop at the 50. I mean, they had some opportunities, and then, of course, the missed field goal where they had the leverage play to negate it. So from a Broncos perspective, this is one I think you're going to look back on, depending on what happens at the end of the season, battling the Chiefs, the Chargers for the division, whatever happens with the wild card. This is a heartbreaker for the Broncos, given the opportunities that they had.
All right, that's enough of that, Steve. It's come to my attention that only 40% of people watching this are actually subscribed. So hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel a ton, and we appreciate it hugely. Now back to Steve. Yeah, it is. It was definitely a missed opportunity for them. Obviously, I think the real flaw is they went away from Troy Franklin, which is Franklin breakout season, uncoverable in the game. Admittedly, some of the uncoverableness was, I think more down to the defenders than it was to him. But he's always open. We don't ask questions why.
Troy Franklin. This is the Kenny Stills, man. He was just always open behind the defense. I don't know if it was his doing or if he was good at eliciting coverage bust. No, Franklin looked really good.
The big play,
like a good all-around receiver right now, whereas he was just a deep threat last year that was struggling to catch the ball.
Like his first big play was a classic scramble drill. He adjusted deep, right? He saw his quarterback in trouble, immediately went deep. Bo Nix found him, and that was a big play. Like
they went to Oregon together; they know each other.
Exactly. The coverage didn't adjust as quickly as Troy Franklin did, and that's why. So that's on him. Right? That's him making a play. There was a quick play in the flat as well where he just shook a guy and broke a tackle, made the play. He's genuinely a good receiver. I mean, he was last year if he could just catch the ball. Now he's remembered how to catch the ball. You've got a guy that's big, fast, has some moves. Like, he's a legitimate threat.
So Franklin finishes with 8 catches for 89. There was another beautiful touchdown from Bo Nix to Marvin Mims in there, 23-yarder on the deep ball. So there were some things to like about the Broncos offense and, of course, the Colts offense. I'm just telling you, they look fantastic, man.
They still haven't punted this season through 2 games.
Oh, wow. They're that good. Shane Steichen's got his guy. I mean, I feel like we walked through every range of outcomes for the Colts. So it's this offseason. So it's very easy. We could find the soundbite. This is Daniel Jones. Are they going to pay Daniel?
I'm not taking a victory lap yet, but
$45 million for Daniel.
Remember how much there were some people that ridiculed me for picking the Colts to win that division, and maybe looking really good through 2 weeks. It's good through 2 weeks. That call looks good.
If the playoffs started today,
they'd win the division.
The Indianapolis Colts, the number 1 seed. Let's see where the standings are.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best NFL?
I will say, I think this was a really impressive performance for their offense. I think the defense might be a little bit further behind than the offense is. Like, again, Miami is a total asterisk on both sides of the ball at the moment. Like, their defense gave up some. Now, they were without Latu in this game, but the Colts, I think, their defense might be a little bit more TBD than their offense, but I think their offense looks legit.
The Bills might have the tiebreaker right now.
Bummer.
Bills have the number 1 seed at 2-0, followed by the Colts and the Bengals at 2-0.
By the way, Mekhi Blackman, the Vikings cut him loose after coming back off his ACL, despite a really problematic-looking cornerback group. I mean, he's come right into the Colts starting lineup and looks pretty solid.
Yeah.
I can't help but think that he could have been useful for Minnesota. Nonetheless.
And then the Colts, like the O-line, holding up pretty well. I mean, evidence-wise of Shane Steichen, Anthony Richardson had spurts of good play, but on either side of that, you had a Gardner Minshew-led team that was on the fringe of the playoffs where you got I don't even know if it was the best play from Gardner Minshew, but probably the best results from Gardner Minshew. And so far, through 2 weeks, pretty good play from Daniel Jones. Great results from Daniel Jones in this offense. The only other time where we've seen that from Jones is 2022. So 1 out of 5 seasons from Jones, running an effective offense, and now these 2 games with Steichen. So great start here for the Colts. And some luck as well to get the win. Are we giving them proper credit?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a game where it could have gone either way, right? Like Denver had a couple of good stops on 4th down. On the other hand, as soon as they got a stop on 4th and 2, Bo Nix throws an overthrow interception, gives it right back to them. Like, the Colts had chances to win this game, but the chance right at the death, Denver, should have won and then found a way of giving away a penalty and giving them an easier kick to a kicker that's never missed.
So you keep making that joke because
we just watched the guy miss a kick, and then he hits the next one after the penalty, and the announcer's like, he's never missed a kick in his career. He's 5 for 5. And you're like, we just watched him miss a kick. I understand the play is nullified, and it technically doesn't count, but it's still weird to say he's never missed a kick, having just watched and commentated on that happening.
I love it. That's why I love showing up on Monday morning to hear what you heard. What did you see? What did you catch that I didn't? Because I didn't catch that, and I'm glad I did. Anything else on this?
Nope. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video.
Check the Mic is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.
And the all-knowing algorithm is convinced you'll also like these videos. And who are we to argue?